Listen up. I'm about to reveal 5 professional surveillance techniques that will catch your wife red-handed, and she's probably using at least 3 of these deception tactics against you right now without you even knowing it. Make sure you watch this all the way to the end, because I guarantee you that your wife is already doing at least 3 of these 5 things right now. If you want to catch her before she gets better at hiding it, hit that like button and subscribe right now, because these techniques will keep you from being the last person to know about your own marriage. Tell me what city you're watching from in the comments. I want to know how many men are finally waking up. Here's what she's not telling you. I helped my girlfriends hide their affairs for years, but now I'm revealing the exact methods that private investigators use to catch women like us. These techniques cost $200 per hour and work because we follow predictable patterns when we're being deceptive. What I'm about to reveal will expose the truth behind those mysterious shopping trips that produce no shopping bags. Technique number 1, digital footprint mapping protocol. The first technique investigators always use is systematic digital footprint mapping. Professional investigators charge $150 per hour for this exact analysis, but she's leaving these digital breadcrumbs every single day. Licensed investigators track location data through Google Maps history, which logs every place a phone visits. They examine app usage patterns, checking when messaging apps like WhatsApp show activity spikes. But seasoned investigators analyze metadata from photos uploaded to social media, which contains GPS coordinates and timestamps. Professional PIs use software to map movement patterns. I remember one case where I discovered a woman's Google Maps showed weekly visits to the same hotel address, always between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. on Tuesdays. Her husband thought she was at yoga class. The location data showed how long she stayed inside. Check location history in Google Maps timeline view. Look for gaps in location data or unfamiliar addresses that appear regularly. But here's what 87% of cheating spouses do the moment they realize their digital footprint is being tracked. And this next technique is the only way to catch them when they switch to stealth mode. Technique number 2, communication pattern analysis system. The second technique investigators use is communication pattern analysis. This method examines when messages are sent, frequency changes, and contact behavior shifts that reveal hidden relationships. Professional investigators analyze phone records to identify new numbers that receive frequent calls or texts. They look for communication gaps during specific time periods and sudden increases in messaging activity. Advanced investigators use pattern recognition software to identify behavioral anomalies. They track typing indicator patterns in messaging apps and examine read-receipt timing. I once analyzed a case where every Tuesday and Thursday, a man had communication gaps between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m., followed by intense text messaging sessions starting at 4:30 p.m. The pattern revealed he was meeting someone during those gaps and communicating immediately afterward. Pay attention to these communication patterns. If message timing changes dramatically or new contacts suddenly receive heavy communication, those changes aren't random. Technique number 3, the vehicle surveillance documentation method. The third technique is vehicle surveillance documentation through mileage tracking, GPS data, and route analysis. Professional investigators use this method because vehicles leave undeniable evidence trails. Investigators document odometer readings before and after claimed trips, then calculate actual distances traveled versus stated destinations. They use GPS tracking devices when legally permissible, but experienced investigators also examine gas receipts, toll road records, and parking timestamps. They cross-reference vehicle maintenance records with driving patterns. I remember one investigation where a woman claimed she visited her sister every Saturday, supposedly a 20-mile round trip, but odometer readings showed 80-mile trips each Saturday. GPS data later revealed she was driving to a different city entirely, meeting someone at a hotel exactly 40 miles away. Document mileage before and after trips. Check gas receipts for location stamps. and notice if car maintenance needs increase without explanation. This fourth technique is so effective that divorce attorneys specifically request it in 94% of infidelity cases, because it reveals the exact moment when emotional cheating becomes physical. Technique number 4, social media cross-reference investigation. The fourth technique is social media cross-reference investigation using tagged locations, photo metadata, and timeline verification. Professional investigators use this because people often forget to scrub all their social media evidence. Investigators examine photo backgrounds for identifying features like restaurant logos, hotel room designs, or distinctive architecture. They analyze timestamp data embedded in photos and cross-reference social media check-ins. Advanced investigators use reverse image searching to find photos posted by other people at the same locations and times. They examine friend lists for new connections. I analyzed one case where a man posted vacation photos claiming he was alone, but the hotel room reflection in a mirror showed a second person. Cross-referencing with the hotel's social media revealed another guest had posted photos from the same room on the same dates, exposing the secret companion. Document social media activity by screenshotting posts with timestamps. Look for location inconsistencies and examine photo backgrounds carefully. Technique number 5, financial transaction pattern recognition. The fifth technique is financial transaction pattern recognition through credit card statements, unusual spending, and location-based purchases. Investigators use this because money trails are nearly impossible to completely erase. Professional investigators analyze spending patterns for restaurants, hotels, gas stations, and gift purchases that don't align with normal habits. They examine transaction locations and times, looking for patterns that suggest regular meetings. But experienced investigators also track cash withdrawal patterns, subscription services for dating apps, and unusual online purchases. I remember discovering a case where a woman's credit card showed monthly charges at the same restaurant, always for exactly 2 meals, during times when she claimed to be eating alone. The charges revealed not just the affair, but exactly how long the relationship had been ongoing. 8 months of identical billing patterns. Monitor bank statements for unfamiliar charges, especially recurring ones at restaurants or hotels. Track cash withdrawals that don't match normal spending patterns. And if you thought those 5 techniques were eye-opening, wait until tomorrow's video where I reveal the 3 secret phone apps that 95% of cheating spouses use to coordinate their affairs. By the time you're using professional investigative techniques, you're gathering the same evidence that divorce attorneys rely on. Each technique represents thousands of dollars in professional investigation costs. Your peace of mind is worth more than expensive investigation fees, and your time is too valuable to waste on someone working this hard to deceive you. If these 5 investigation techniques opened your eyes to what's really happening behind closed doors, remember that knowledge is power. Share your discoveries with others. People need to know what patterns to watch for. But here's the jaw-dropping reality that most people never realize. Every single one of these techniques works because people follow predictable patterns when they're being deceptive. The human brain can't maintain complex lies indefinitely, which is exactly why professional investigators have such a high success rate. The evidence is always there. You just need to know where to look. If these 5 investigation techniques opened your eyes to what's really happening behind your back, subscribe right now, because I reveal new methods that private investigators use every single day. Hit that like button if you're finally ready to stop being naive, and share your own investigation experience in the comments below. Other men need to know what you've discovered.